Ever feel like you're talking to a furry brick wall? You call your cat's name and nothing. No reaction, no ear twitch, no flick of the tail. But then, the second you open that treat bag or say the magic word food, bam! They appear out of thin air. So what's the deal? Are they just playing us for fools? Well, here's the thing. Cats are masters of selective hearing. They're tuned into us way more than we realize, picking up on subtle cues, learning our routines, and yes, even understanding certain words. So stick around because we're about to break down the top 7 words your cat secretly knows, and what those words reveal about their sneaky little brains. Let's start with the basics. Your cat's name. You know, that name you carefully chose, the one you call out 100 times a day, hoping for a flicker of acknowledgement? Yeah, that one. You might think they're ignoring you, and sometimes they are. But deep down they know exactly who you're talking to. A 2019 study out of Sophia University in Tokyo confirmed what many cat owners suspected. Cats can distinguish their own names from similar-sounding words. They even recognize their names when spoken by strangers. Just because they know their name doesn't mean they'll come running every time you call. They might be busy napping, grooming, or plotting world domination. Who knows what goes on in those furry little heads? The point is, don't take it personally. They hear you. They know you're talking to them. They're just choosing to exercise their feline right to dignified indifference. Okay, this one's a no-brainer. You could whisper treat in a crowded room, and your cat would materialize by your side faster than you can say tuna. Cats are incredibly smart when it comes to connecting the dots between sounds and positive experiences. They learn that the crinkle of the treat bag, the specific tone of voice you use, and yes, even the word treat itself, all mean one thing. Deliciousness is coming their way. And let's be real, who can blame them? If someone offered me a plate of nachos every time they said good job, I'd probably come running too. Here's the thing about cats. They're fluent in sarcasm. You can say no until you're blue in the face, but chances are, your cat will just stare at you with that blank, innocent expression that says, "Did you say something? I couldn't quite hear you over the sound of me pushing this glass off the counter." But don't let that fool you. Cats aren't deaf to our commands, nor are they completely incapable of understanding the concept of no. They know exactly what we mean when we utter that dreaded word. They just choose to interpret it as more of a suggestion. The key here is consistency. When we consistently use a firm tone and body language while saying no, they start to associate those cues with boundaries. Will they always listen? Of course not. They're cats, remember? Rebellion is in their DNA. Let's face it, getting a cat to come when called is the holy grail of cat ownership. It's a delicate dance of positive reinforcement, tempting treats, and maybe a little bit of luck. Cats can absolutely learn to associate the words come or here with positive experiences. The key is to make it worth their while. If coming to you consistently results in something enjoyable, like a tasty treat, a chin scratch, or a play session with their favorite toy, they'll be far more likely to repeat the behavior. Volume doesn't equal effectiveness when it comes to cat communication. In fact, a calm, consistent tone is far more likely to get their attention. Think of it like this: you're not demanding, you're inviting. And when they do decide to grace you with their presence, make it a party. Shower them with praise, offer them their favorite treat, and let them know that coming when called makes them the coolest cat in town. Curious why cats do what they do? Subscribe and uncover more feline secrets with us. We all know cats respond to tone of voice. A soothing voice can calm their anxieties, while a raised voice sends them scrambling for cover. But did you know that cats can actually learn to associate specific words like good or other praise words with positive feelings? Think about it. Every time you pet your cat while saying good kitty or who's a good boy or girl, you're reinforcing a positive association. You're teaching them that those words, combined with your loving touch, create a feeling of safety, security, and happiness. When you combine a genuine smile, a soft voice, and those magic words of affirmation, you're creating a powerful emotional cocktail that strengthens your bond and deepens your connection. So the next time you're showering your feline friend with affection, don't hold back on the verbal praise. Ever notice how your cat perks up when you mention your dog's name, or how they suddenly appear out of nowhere when you're on the phone talking about the neighbor's cat? But here's the thing. Cats aren't just listening for the fun of it, they're actually learning. They're picking up on the names of other animals in their environment and, more importantly, they're figuring out what those names mean. Your cat observes the comings and goings of other pets in the household, They see how you interact with them, hear the specific words you use, and witness the different routines associated with each animal. This ability to connect names with individuals, even across species, demonstrates a level of social cognition that's pretty impressive for our feline friends. Let's be real, there are some words that send shivers down a cat's spine, words that evoke memories of uncomfortable car rides, strange smells, and poking and prodding from strangers in white coats. Yes, I'm talking about the dreaded V word, vet. But it's not just the word itself, it's the whole chain reaction it sets off. Cats are masters of association. They pick up on subtle cues like the rustling of the cat carrier, the smell of disinfectant, or even the specific tone of voice you use when you're trying to coax them into their least favorite contraption. And who knows, maybe with a little positive reinforcement and a whole lot of patience you can help them rewrite the narrative and make those vet visits a little less stressful for everyone involved. So there you have it, folks. Proof positive that your cat understands way more than they let on. Now we want to hear from you. What word makes your cat snap to attention, even if it's just to give you that "you talking to me"? Look, let us know in the comments below. And hey, while you're at it, if you want to find out if your cat sees you as family, spoiler alert, they totally do, check out our video 10 signs your cat sees you as their parent. Trust me, number 4 will melt your heart. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a meowment.